In my experience, and I have sat in the chair opposite a great many actors in 40 years, there are three things actors hide on camera. Three specific, identifiable, extremely common things. The first is self-consciousness, the awareness of being watched, the monitoring function that runs in the background of almost every actor's performance until they train it out of themselves. You can see it as a kind of glazing, a quality of the eyes that tells you the actor is slightly outside the scene, managing the impression they're making rather than fully inside it. Audiences can't always name what they're seeing when they see it, but they feel it. They feel the distance between where the actor is and where the actor should be, and it reads as a performance being given rather than a life being lived. This is the single most common problem I encounter. The most technically gifted actors in the room are often the worst offenders because they've learned enough technique to be self-conscious about whether they're using it correctly. The second thing actors hide is uncertainty. They hide the moment where they don't quite know what's happening next, not in the scene, but in themselves. The brief beat where the emotion hasn't fully arrived yet, but they've committed to the action, so they fill it, they push, they indicate. Indicating, for anyone newer to the craft, is the technical term for showing the audience what you're feeling rather than actually feeling it. Performing sadness rather than being sad. Performing anger rather than being angry. It's the acting equivalent of explaining a joke. If you've ever watched a performance and thought, that seemed a bit forced, you were watching, indicating, and the camera hates it. The third thing actors hide is their actual emotional state. This is the subtle one. They arrive on set or in the audition room with whatever is genuinely going on for them that day, nerves, tiredness, excitement, irritation, sadness, and they set it aside. They put it in a box because they've been told that professionalism means arriving with a clean slate. But here's the problem with that. The thing in the box doesn't go away. It sits underneath everything you do and leaks through in exactly the moments you least want it to. And it shows up on camera as a vague sense of something being suppressed. A performance that is almost there, almost real, almost true, but not quite. The actors who have cracked this, the ones whose work genuinely stops you, are not the ones with the cleanest slate. They're the ones who have learned how to use what they actually have, how to take the thing that's going on for them and find a version of it that lives inside the character, how to be in the scene and also in themselves simultaneously. That is not a gift. That is a skill, and it's entirely learnable.